Broadcasting from Hollywood, California, it's Grant's Rants, Hollywood Talk.
It's a Thanksgiving panel, and we're going deep on Oprah's favorite things. And then we're ranting about Lisa Vanderpump's status on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Is she in, out, or playing a game? And then later, we're talking about what we're thankful for and not thankful for in pop culture. That and more starting now. Let the ranting begin. I am so glad to be back on Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk podcast, and I'm thrilled because it's been a long time that I've had a panel show on Grant's Rants, and I hear you, and we're here, and this is one of my favorite shows, the Thanksgiving episode of Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk. You know what's coming. Oprah, what we're thankful and more importantly, not thankful for, but we've got a star-studded panel to go over all of this stuff. There will be a lot of opinions dropped. And let's get started. From Warner Brothers, a digital producer is here, Christian Snow. Welcome back to the Rants.
Yay, thank you. Hi, everybody.
It's been a long time that you've been on the show.
A long time. Happy to be back.
Welcome back. And I hope you're ready because we're getting into Lisa Vanderpump coming up.
Whew, I came ready.
And then from NBC, my coworker, friend, and a digital producer and director, Danielle Navish, is on the show.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for finally getting me on the show.
Yeah, and your first podcast.
My first podcast ever.
Wow, yeah.
Not listened to, speaking on.
Right. So we usually, with the panels, we always bring people back, but I wanted to have Danielle on for the first time, and we did the same thing last year on a Thanksgiving panel as well. This is a great opportunity to introduce someone new to the world of the Rants. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Such a pleasure to be here.
Happy to pop your cherry.
Yes.
Consider it popped.
And that's Jen Leone, the entertainment reporter on the panel. Hey, Jen.
Hey, guys. Happy to be here.
Love that we're here. Let's get right into it. So it's been a minute that I've done the show. I've been honestly going through a bunch of things in my life. I was traveling for a while for taking meetings and things like that, and I'm dealing with some changes with work. And I know an episode ago or 2 episodes ago, I was saying I was going through a bunch of stuff. And now it's on a whole other, it's completely changed once again. So I don't know where I'm coming or going from, but I'll fill everybody in as things make more of a, decisions are made. But I've always said from episode 1 of this podcast, we're kind of on this little journey together. And I've always filled the listeners in on my career, and I'll be making some type of a change in the new year. And, so just, thanks for the support and following me along on all of this. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, it's time to be thankful and laugh a bit. And I don't want to think of anything other than Oprah's favorite things. So let's take a look. I love this. Amazon says, quote, "She tasted, she tested, she picked the best. Here are her 107 gift ideas." Well, 2 of them are an Amazon advertisement. So we're really only at 105. So I'm already a little feeling like I'm being led down a path.
Yeah.
But this list can be found over at amazon.com/Oprah, of course. Why not? And let's get into this list. There are a few things that stuck out to me. I'll go first. The first thing, I don't know how we'll feel about this. Number 39 on the list says Sit, Stay, Swab, Embark Dog DNA Test Kit. It was originally $199, but with a 20% off code Oprah, you can get it for under $2. And, this to me stuck out to me as a real, privileged gift. Not only that, who would really want to receive this as a gift?
Now, Grant, I would.
Really?
I really would.
But if this was this is a $200 gift, so this would be the gift that I would give you. This would be it.
I mean,
for birthday and Christmas.
Yeah. No. My birthday is so close to Christmas that I refuse.
When's your birthday?
January 4th. Okay. So it's the holiday season right after New Year's, but still, I expect it's separate. It's a separate day. But
as it should
I feel like it's a good one if you have a dog that you're just so confused about. And I just got a dog, and apparently he's a Pomsky. Paid $1,200 for him, but he's a little psycho. And I'm just I love him. but he hasn't calmed down since he got fixed last week. So we're wondering what he's mixed with. And I feel that this is just a really good gift if you're confused and have a psycho dog like me.
You can learn where he came from. I mean, it'd be great.
To me, this is something I would buy on my own. I wouldn't gift this to someone.
Okay, I understand that.
That's me. What do you think, Danielle?
Some people, I think these DNA tests are all the rage right now. I will say last Christmas, I got the 23andMe gifted to me. Full disclosure, still haven't done it yet. I'm a little conspiracy theory about some of that. But for your dog, it could be great. A lot of people want to know what the breeds of their dogs are. I've also heard that these tests can be a little bit unreliable, so you have to be careful with what the results say. And I wouldn't read into it fully. But hey, if you just want a little more clarity, I would love to know that about my dog too. So I have to agree with you on that.
Well, first off, I was not impressed by this list. It was just like, really, Oprah? She had something on there that shocked me, though. It's Sunday Riley. She says that this is part of her skin regimen, which I do not believe for a minute. I think that this is push. I used Sunday Riley once. It burned my skin, and I have very good skin. I had like welts and had to do. Oh yeah, it was very bad.
Is it skin moisturizing? What is it exactly?
So apparently, I'm still confused on the instructions, clearly. But my friend, she was like, "Oh yeah, you just put it on like a moisturizer, and then you let it almost like heal your skin like a mask, and then you wipe it off, and it almost like burns through like a chemical peel." So it just burned too much. I think I had maybe too much on, but there's no warning on that. There's nothing. And I had just like horrible welts on my face for like a month or two.
Oh my God.
So it didn't help your
That
skin
sounds
at all.
very unimpressive.
It was bad. Yeah.
She claims she tested this product. I don't know
Oh,
on
yeah,
what,
right.
but-
I'm sorry. Most of these products, I don't believe that at all.
And with her, how much she has, there is amazing products out there that she's not using something like this. She's
Oprah, you're
just
missing
not.
out.
But I just felt that a lot of those kits were super expensive. It's like popcorn, $80. Like,
Yes.
what is that
yes.
about?
I had that popcorn thing. I think that's really useless.
A lot of
things
food.
like that. A lot of food, and they had the token boring pajamas, socks, gloves.
There were like 3 robes.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay.
At one point, she was just selling a white shirt. It was just like a white shirt. And I was like, you can never have too many white shirts. I was like, really? Like, is this as good? It was like Whoopi Goldberg style, like just a tent. Just like a tent.
Get the look. I mean,
Danielle,
Bitch
what's
stole
going on?
my look.
whoopee.
What was something that stuck out to you?
Okay, well, I'm going to go with the last one, actually. I had a few. This was the electric bike. I don't know what number it was on the list. I think it was like $1,800. And I think the note on it was that her neighbor was making these. How great is it to be Oprah's neighbor? Hey, Oprah, I'm in the bike business now. Can you give me a little shout out on your Amazon list this year? And you get like a 20% off coupon. Like that's going to make a big difference.
For
$1,800.
$1,800,
I know it's an electric bike and it's the Cruiser and it's white and it's really cute, but come on.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like these are, like you said, these are very privileged type of presents. Another one was the $699 slow juicer. All it does is juice.
I didn't even notice the price on that. I know what you're referring to. I didn't
And again,
notice.
20% off coupon. Like that's going to make a huge
I was
difference.
just gonna say, you're saying the sale price because I think it was actually more. What? It was like 700 something.
Oh,
No,
God.
yeah, no.
God.
If it's and honestly, if all of it's going to do is juice, it better do my laundry. It better like clean my house. At least my Roomba cleans my floors for me, and
Yeah.
that was half the price. So those were a little ridiculous to me. I did like the watercolor set. It's the 3x3 Jot Block watercolor set because it's portable and it's cute and just I'm an artist, so anything that's like easy and portable like that, I love that.
Yeah, I think it was like $30.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's
a decent
reasonable.
price. Yeah, that doesn't have to be the gift. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like with all these things, it's like that's it. Like you're getting one item because it's like
Yeah.
$400.
And you're taking out a loan.
Yeah. All right, Christian, what's going on this list?
Well, I just want to make a quick note that when we were talking about the dog DNA testing kit, my personal DNA testing kit was literally like a third of that price. So I have no idea why a pet one would be so expensive.
Wow.
But my favorite thing from Oprah's favorite things was the lasagna trio pan.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sorry, the only thing better than one lasagna is 3. And I was surprised it was only $19.99. I'm like, I would easily pay like $30 for that. So
Yeah.
loved that. Also, there were these sets of luggage that were super colorful and cute. And I was like, oh my God, they're only $79. Like, I'm going to buy one right now. And they were only for kids.
Oh.
So that's why they were so cheap. But yeah.
Oh, carry
So
on.
I was a little bummed about that.
Carry on size,
Yeah.
What else did I have on this list? A few things. If there's anything I've hated this for years is a digital picture frame. To me, I think it's nothing but a dust
still
collector.
exist.
I'm so glad you said that because I see those too, and I'm like, what is the point?
They
Just
were
pick
like,
one.
I feel like 10 years ago they were like a thing for like a Christmas, and then now they're on this list again. Number 40, Aura Wi-Fi smart frames, and the whole deal with this is that it's unlimited space because you can upload pictures through an app, and then they appear on the thing. But originally it starts at $299 each.
No.
Like $299 each
Is it
for a digital.
$299?
Yeah, $299 for a digital picture frame.
Again, this goes back to these overpriced electronics that have one function. I'm sorry if you're going
Yeah.
to charge that much. Like it's gotta. Maybe it should show some TV or some YouTube or something
And
like
here's
that.
the
I
thing.
mean,
Who needs an other thing to charge? Now you have to charge a photo frame or a picture frame. I mean, you know what I mean? It's really too much. So I was really surprised. I don't know who she knows. It looks like there's a picture of Gail in one of these photos.
I love Gail.
But do you know how many pictures you could get printed for $299?
Oh.
Yeah,
Put up a nice gallery wall in your living room.
Yes.
Come on.
Or blow up one big one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just make a choice.
Yeah. Number 87 on this list was a True Medic IS4000 Insta Shiatsu foot massager with heat. Now, I went to a white elephant gift exchange last year with work, and I gave a foot massager as a joke to a coworker. And I mean, it was like, no one's going to really use this. But this one over here, she wants another $200 gift. Another $200 gift. And it looks kind of questionable. It's just like two big holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I've used things like that, and they are nice, but $200.
Yeah.
Come on.
I like the quote. She said, when I tried this is Oprah speaking, by the way, so pay extra attention if you're driving listening to this. When I tried this foot massager, I swear fireworks lit the sky. Waves pounded against the shore, and a choir of angels sang. This is some powerful pampering.
Well, I officially want one. My mind has changed.
How has Oprah not written like a romance novel with the way she romances those words?
I mean, I'm convinced off
is
of
a
that
little
statement alone.
convincing, yeah. With heat. I guess that's a positive thing. And then the last thing I find as completely useless as ever, it's called the Great Taster 20 Jar Preserver Sampler. Now, I live in a very small apartment. I would hate to be gifted with 20 jars of jam that I don't eat breakfast here. I am never going to use this. You know how long something like this you'd have to hold on to something like this for? It would take years to get through this.
That's the gift you bring to work the next day. You leave it in the kitchen or the
Yes,
community
absolutely.
area, and you just go, free jam.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants this. And a
Good- you know what?
sampler for a Christmas gift?
Good to know, Grant. I'm going to go return that gift for you. For some reason, I thought you would love it, but now I know.
I'll take the $159 cash.
Honestly, yeah.
But I do want to say, though, that I remember growing up and everyone being overly excited about this list and how epic it was, and this one was such a letdown to me.
Yeah.
Like, she has some iconic items on there that is just, gone off the shelves. Now it's like, okay, I don't think any of this
It's
will.
not what it used to be.
No.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? It's too many things. 105 items is too much. Like where's the exclusivity?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you do your top 25, then it's like, oh, okay, this is truly handpicked. But if you're gonna just get endorsement deals, she had Apple products on there. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
I saw
many
the
Apple
AirPods
products.
on there. I was like, really?
Yeah, and then
Everything,
Good
the
point.
phone,
Yeah.
the ear,
the first
the
thing,
watch.
the
phone.
first thing was the new iPhone. And I was like, oh, I'm already turned
Yeah.
off by the corporate
Also, no one wants
Dropping
that iPhone. And I know good and damn well that Oprah doesn't either. So I was like, why are we pretending?
The last thing, I just have to mention it. Number 50 on the list, and I want all of us to try to attempt to describe these for the listener. They are, once again, a $200 pair of shoes. She said these sneakers are casual enough for a workout, but dressy enough for a post-squat thrust lunch date. Try saying that. And if the man in your life is a fan, they come in his size too. These are the most homely sneakers with no
Agreed.
personality. There's no laces. It looks like some netting in the front. They look almost like if a Croc and an old woman sneaker had sex. I mean,
Honestly, yeah.
how would you describe
But they're
these?
not Yeezys or Kanye shoes or whatever?
No, they're available at athleticpropulsionlabs.com.
Have you guys ever heard of that
Geriatric
brand? Because I have not.
That-
This is like for me, like for a real old person.
It looks like you.
Who's
this is
trying to be
medicated.
hip?
Yeah.
No, like this is like what you take with your medication. Like this is the doctor recommended shoes.
Yeah, and I mean, they would have.
I mean, I don't know. If you're going to wear these, you might as well go there. I mean, well, each of them has what looks like a seatbelt strapped across the middle, like an airplane seatbelt. So,
Great way to describe it.
You know what?
Like a bus seatbelt.
Yeah, and then maybe the sole looks like some sort of, material that you would find in these new age mattresses. Like some of that memory foam.
That does look
foam
like my
core.
mattress. Number 3. Number 3. There's 5 colors, you guys.
Yeah, and they've got them at 5 different angles.
Yeah.
Each one of the angles is worse than the last
Yeah,
angle.
I don't.
I've had it with
I'm
that.
glad you brought that up. I think that made it to my longer of the short list. But
Yes, there's a lot to narrow down here. You know,
Yeah,
it took me a good hour and a half to get through this. I went through every item. I gave it my time, and I've now done this 3 times, and I don't think I've ever purchased anything intentionally from this list. Now, yes, I have the AirPods that were on the list. I do have an iPhone. It's not the newest and greatest, but I mean, this list has not influenced me in gift giving or self-indulgence either. So I don't know what, all I can say is on the holiday party, we're going to get into my all-time favorite list, the Goop gift guide, Gwyneth Paltrow. So that I live for that. So
That
I
I
can't wait
trust.
for that. I can't wait for that list. But in the meantime, moving on to something that is going to be a difficult topic to get through. Lisa Vanderpump, is she in or is she out on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? People Magazine has said that she confirms that she hasn't quit and that she says, quote, I would have said it. Yet after letting rumors build for 2+ months, now she spoke out conveniently on the red carpet for a Vanderpump Dogs event.
Would you look at that?
She's a smart one for doing that, I will say. I'll give her that.
Her publicist is great. I went to school with him.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I look at and I told you this earlier, Grant. I'm not by any stretch. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of any of the Real Housewives, any of that. I am a little bit more familiar of all of them with Lisa Vanderpump simply because I went to SUR and I saw her filming there. That's the extent of my experience with her. But you know what? She does have a restaurant opening up in Vegas in 2019. Maybe she's going into season 10 of Real Housewives, right? She's not fully coming out and admitting it. So I think there's a lot of publicity for all of those things, good or bad, right? That's how these people operate.
Yeah, it's a tease.
Yeah.
We all like a tease.
So I think everybody's right. I think she's done with the show, but yes, she's going to make an appearance in it because she taped for the first half of the season. Yes, she's a part of it and in group activities, but the writing on the wall, she's done. She doesn't want to do it. And the thing is, and I put this on Twitter, I was like, I don't need a press tour. I don't need a People Magazine interview, which is exactly what's here. I don't need a book. Just leave quietly. And of course, we're not going to get that. Of course not. Christian, go.
All right. So everyone knows that Lisa does this every single year. Before every season of Real Housewives, she always is leaking stories to the press, whether it's Radar, whether it's People, TMZ. Is Lisa done? Is Lisa done? And normally, every year that she's done this before, the fans and viewers of the show are like, oh, God, no, please, Lisa, no. And this was the first year where the majority of the response was like, see you later. And I think that she had a rude awakening very quickly that was like, okay, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And she obviously, like you said, she was leaking all of this leading up to the Vanderpump dog gala that she had, I think, Friday night.
I do believe that she leaks these stories because it was a storyline 3 times on Beverly Hills Housewives.
She does it every single year to drum up.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say she does it because, if there's rumors that she's leaving, she can ask for more money from Evolution, the production company that does the show. But I think that she went into it wanting there to be fan response, no, we need Lisa to kind of prove to Evolution that they don't want to part ways with her because she has not been filming this year. but she didn't get what she hoped for because people are done with her, you know?
You know, it's tough to get into this, and even on Twitter, I got into a little bit of hot water because her brother did pass away. So, you know, and it was unexpected and it was unfortunate. So, of course, that's something that would change anybody's perspective on things. But to me, it's the way she went about it. The TMZ interview where she had to name drop basically that the tour buses drive by her establishment.
Restaurants, I could not believe that when I heard it.
It's just the buildup. It's the leaking. It's the months of letting everybody guess and stew, and then she has to speak out and all this stuff now. And she's against the cast, and she's got Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules speaking out to the press, like talking about how bad they were to her on the show. And you know, there's just a lot of stuff that I don't care for her around now, excluding the loss of her brother alone. I still have no interest in having her on the show, and I think that's very highly manipulative the way she's handled this.
100%. I have one thing to say, and it sounds very insensitive, but I'm just going to say it. Her brother passed away in April. Filming began in July. In the 9 years that we have known Lisa, she has never once mentioned that she even had a brother.
I did not know
I'm just saying
either.
that. She has never filmed with her family. She's never mentioned her family. Ever. And so I'm sorry, but I know that the loss of a loved one, especially a sibling, is probably horrible to deal with, you know, but you can't use that, I'm sorry, as a crutch when you have never even made it known that you had love or relationship for this person ever in your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it be 3, almost 4 months that you start filming. You got to think now we are 6, 7 months past that, and you're still using it. She's out here doing everything else that she would normally do except being with the women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the reason she's not being with the women is because she did some shady stuff to Dorit. As soon as filming started, she got called out, and she cannot take it. So therefore, the only thing she can do is not show up, and that's what she's doing.
Nice. So see, that's what happens when you hold a show hostage, and it turns against you.
Yeah,
so,
that's what's happening.
Just saying. So now, Danielle, I know you're not an everyday viewer of Beverly Hills, but what do you make of all of this? How do you feel about something like this? You know about talent contracts.
Absolutely.
And, how do you feel?
I'm really not surprised in the least, I'm sorry to say. But I think, again, and I said that earlier, and when I said, you know how these people, I mean these reality TV stars, this is how they operate. This is how they got famous in the first place for most of them. And so when you are taking both good and bad life incidents and trying to capitalize off of them, I'm sorry. That speaks to your character.
Absolutely.
And that speaks to, and that's it. But it's not a surprise. Look, her restaurant has cameras and lights rigged up there 24/7. So she clearly is not in it for the hospitality. That's a second afterthought, and I think it's just thinking about other people. That's not the name of the game for these reality stars. So that's my only objective outside take from it, from the little I've seen of these shows and from what I've seen personally. So, and I've been able to work with a couple of them for when we did Celebrity Apprentice on NBC recently. I've worked with Kyle and Kenya, and they were super nice, to be honest. But again, it was about the show, so I didn't have a chance to really, we were working. It wasn't about all this other drama. Right. I think when all this other drama comes into play, you know that this is about publicity, it's about selling. And like I said, she's got the restaurant coming out. I mean, good news, bad news, it's all publicity. So that's my take.
People have called her out before, and I just think she is who everyone says who everyone says she is, you know? And also, she had so many heartbreaks with her animals passing, and there's things that have gone on in the show where it's not stopped her from filming. So I'm just kind of shocked for how many news outlets just piggyback off of it and keep posting fake stories. Yeah. It wasn't like that. Like 5 years ago, people were terrified of posting something that wasn't possibly true or allegedly. It was very rare for you to put out something just because you lose credibility. So I'm kind of shocked now, the laziness in the reporting right now.
Now you lose credibility if you're not talking about it. If you're not even talking about the rumor.
Very true.
If it's not on your website, then people are like, well, where is it? And it's just, even though it's not based in fact. And then, of course, we were going off of early in the week, a Radar Online leak, which everybody rolls their eyes at, Radar Online. But now that she's spoken out, we'll see. So this People Magazine article says that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to return in December. So we'll see.
Oh, that's kind of early.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. My final judgment on the whole thing is my final rant on Lisa is that she should bow out quietly. She's been a part of these shows for a long time. She's not leaving the network. Vanderpump Rules comes back like in a minute.
December 4th. Yeah.
Yep. So obviously she's more than within her right to speak out about her status. But let's not blow this all up and have to go on this big media tour and all this, because you're either in or you're out, and you don't want to be part of it. So that's it. Now bow out, because bottom line is she's holding a spot for somebody else. And yes, she's an original, but this show I think should have been canceled last season because it was just horribly done.
Horrible.
And so now they put in new producers. So we're holding, crossing my fingers
I didn't know that.
for that. But that's been a point of contention as well. She doesn't like that.
She's not getting her way with the new set of producers in the way that she has in years past, which is why she is just refusing to film.
Yeah.
It's going to be great then.
Yes.
So
I'm excited
let's
to
see.
But see,
I hope
that's the point.
it goes
It's going to be great. So she's not going to go out quietly.
I'm very excited.
There's no money in that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Well, we shall see. I don't know what else to say.
Can I just mention Dorit's new face?
Which one?
Her newest face. Not the one she's been hiding.
Was it today's or yesterday's? Because it changes every day.
I'm just appalled at her face. So I'm excited to see this season and see if they even address it, because she's a whole new person.
Well, you got to think, too, this is the face we're seeing right now. She started filming 4 or 5 months ago.
Good point.
Her most recent social media post will not reflect what we're seeing in the early episodes of the season. So that should be fun.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
The evolution of her face and her personality, as always.
You
and
got to keep
that voice.
it fresh each season.
Yes.
Or each week, as it sounds like it.
Yeah. I love Dorit, though. I have to put that out there. Team Dorit over Vanderpump.
Really?
Oh, yes,
Ooh, we could talk all
absolutely.
day. That's another podcast.
Yes.
When we come back, we're going to be getting into what we are and certainly are not thankful for in pop culture. That and more in a moment. It's been a year, and I'm still using Harry's Razors, and I'm proud that Harry's Razors is still a sponsor of Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk, so you can support the podcast and get your Christmas shopping done early by going to harrys.com/grantsrants. Here you can find a practical gift that a man will actually use that's quality and of a decent price. I've partnered with Harry's to give you $5 off any shave set. This includes limited edition holiday sets. All of this available on harrys.com/grantsrants. Plus, you get free shipping. And this is for new and returning customers. So definitely check this out because it's only available for the holidays. Each Harry's shave set comes with an ergonomic weighted handle with an option to engrave, German-engineered 5-blade cartridges that provide a close, comfortable shave, foaming shave gel for a rich lather, a travel cover to protect the blades, and a handsome holiday gift box. Or if you just want something for yourself, redeem a Harry's trial offer to experience the quality of shave before committing. Check this out, guys. Head on over. Get your holiday shopping done early. Free shipping ends December 12th, so get on this. Go to harrys.com/grantsrants and get $5 off a shave set while supplies last. That's harrys.com/grantsrants.
You're listening to Grant's Rants. Subscribe and spread the word. There are a lot more rants to come. Listen anytime on all major podcasting platforms. And now, back to the show.
And we're back talking with Danielle, Christian, and Jen about pop culture and Oprah and bubbly, because we're drinking during the show. Thankful, yes. We have to celebrate something, so why the hell not?
Thanksgiving.
Let's move on and talk about what we're thankful for in pop culture here. Breaking it down from the top. What scandal? No, we're not talking politics here, so you can all relax. What scandal in 2018 caught our attention from me? I talked about it on Grant's Rants. Lindsay Lohan and her Instagram Live, where that refugee mother pushed her to the ground when she tried to take that kid from her family to bring him to a hotel.
Nothing short of iconic. Can we just say that?
That is what I'm missing in my life. I'm missing those, just train wreck moments. And it's like she's Instagramming live from a limo. Then she's, on a street corner. And we see her get pushed down. Not that I'm advocating for all this violence, but it's this girl's none of your business. Loved it. Truly amazing. And I'm truly, honestly not making this up. I'm thankful for that moment that made me laugh.
Yes.
Very thankful.
Yes.
It's back. The great years. Prime years. We need it.
I need those years again so bad.
2007, where are you?
Oh, you have no idea. That is we should, if Grant's Rants was like a place, there would be a shrine to that. 2007, 2009. Give me more, the whole deal.
Era.
Era, yeah.
Iconic.
Christian, what are you thankful for?
So it may seem very distant in our minds now, but let's not forget Kylie's secret birth that she gave.
Agreed.
And the fact that she came for all white men across the nation on their Super Bowl Sunday and said, this is my day now. This is Stormy's day now. And it was amazing. We all knew she was pregnant, but like for her to just drop that video out of nowhere, which is now up to like 90 million views on YouTube or something like that.
Unreal.
I mean,
Even I watched that video, and I don't even talk about those people.
Same here. We're all interested.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Press.
The mastermind of Kris Jenner is just, I'll never not be amazed. So for me, that's it.
What scandal are you thankful for, Danielle?
Look, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. I love that. I'm sorry, because to me, from the outside, and again, I wouldn't call myself a fan of either of them. I don't have opinions on either way, but I did love. I kind of viewed them as kind of the same artist, okay, the same type of artist, same type of branding. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's my outsider opinion. But when I heard about that fight, and what would it? Cardi B threw her shoe at her,
Yes.
and Nicki,
Oh, yes.
and then yet Cardi
The Met
had
Gala.
the bruise on her head, and it just
The
the whole
knot.
thing. Like, who doesn't love a cat fight? I'm sorry. I mean, it's just so entertaining. And then the fact that these two are going at each other, but the way their respective fan bases responded, and then people again who were in the middle who just had no opinion. Suddenly they're on Cardi B's side or they're on Nicki's side, and it just and you talked about this on your show too, Grant, earlier, but. I love that. I think it's just, and it kind of incites this kind of debate that's as kind of as tense as like the Hillary Trump debate. I mean, let's be real.
I totally agree.
Look,
Yes.
I will never be on team, what's her face? Nicki Minaj.
Nikki.
Nope.
And it's funny because I know people who feel that
Nope.
way about Cardi. They're Team Nicki all the way. They've worked with her. I see it on their Instagram and all that. But
That's a good scandal.
It's a good one, and they both have reasons to. I mean, again, you have your reasons. Both of them have reasons to hate and reasons to love.
Absolutely.
I suppose.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I gotta love that one.
I am very thankful for the Ariana Grande and Pete breakup, the breaking up. And I'll tell you for multiple reasons why on all the levels. First off, thank you for having just a new, fresh love and just like being young and stupid and having fun and talking about big dick energy and having sex and living in this world that we kind of don't talk about anymore.
Absolutely.
And we don't have these young, stupid relationships anymore where just there's love. It's just like fun love. Everyone's so serious right now. Mm-hmm. And we don't have those minute marriages anymore. Everyone's so careful. No.
I know.
Marry someone in jean shorts like Britney Spears once did.
For 45 minutes.
Give me it.
Do it for the culture, please.
Do it for the culture. We need it. So, and what came from it? Amazing content. Two new stars. I'm sorry, but they went from C-list and Ariana, let's say B-list, whatever.
At most, yeah.
To next level. People now know their names, and Pete, it's not necessarily a great thing, but the thing is that it's still happening and we're seeing it. And I miss these days of where there's fame and it's fun. So that, and also Ariana has amazing music from that, which I'll touch later and what else I'm thankful for. But that is absolutely a scandal that I'm thankful for.
These are all solid. I like it. I like it. So celebrity or celebrity couple we're thankful for. My honorable mention, Britney Spears, of course. I'll never not be thankful for her. I mean, even though she literally popped out of the ground in Vegas and walked down some steps to announce the new Vegas show, I'm still thankful. But for me, it's funny. I didn't think I put this person down, but I've been going back. I've been rewatching The Office. Again, it's just been a very weird time for me. So I've been just trying to find touchstones and escapes. And so I've been watching The Office. Steve Carell was on SNL last night. Oh. It was a very tough watch because I just think they missed the mark on 9 out of 10 of the sketches. Oh. But I'm
as usual.
However, I'm thankful for him in a way because I think he's like a really good actor. He can pull anything off. He's entertained me time and time again on The Office.
He's aging well.
Yeah,
Oh God, I
He
love
looks
the gray hair.
good.
He looks
I
great.
love
I'm like
the gray
into
hair.
it. Yes.
Yeah, and you know what?
He's doing it right.
Yes, he is.
I'm thankful for him. I think he's a good actor. He seems like a really good guy. Like,
Agreed.
there's no Me Too noise around him. He's a married guy. He has 2 kids. He just enjoys acting, and he does it, and he makes a living at it. I think he lives like in the valley. Just
He lives
like
in Toluca Lake. He's my
Does he?
neighbor.
Yeah, I love
and he
that.
lives by Miley, and he's very particular about his garbage cans. So
Oh, wow.
it's like he's a normal guy.
See, I like that. So normal people can be A-list stars. Who would have thought? So I'm thankful for him, I guess. Why not?
I love that. That's a good one.
I like it.
Yeah.
How about you, Christian? What do you think? Who are you thankful for? Celebrity or celebrity
I mean,
couple?
I just briefly touched on it, but I will every day be thankful for Kris Jenner because she has reshaped what pop culture as we know it and will continue to do it until the day she dies,
Amen.
which will probably be the worst day of my entire life.
I'm glad this is a Sunday. We're
Yes.
praying. Amen.
Oh, Lord, it's hard for me to give that woman any credit, but let me give her some
Yeah.
credit.
Look,
needs it.
yes, look,
Yeah.
as they say, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder.
That she
and
does.
I love her for it.
I
So
love that. I think
yeah.
I'm gonna put that on a notebook or something.
I want it on a T-shirt, actually.
I want it in a neon sign in
Yes.
my living room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, Danielle, who's on
Well,
your radar?
I'm gonna kind of throw you a curveball here. Maybe not. Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Oh, very cute.
You know, he was the underdog when they met. And that, by the way, they've been married for 8 years, together even longer. We all know they just did the really successful horror thriller, A Quiet Place. So they're really doing some great things right now. She didn't even know who he was when they met. She kind of vaguely recognized his face. And now look he's directing and starring in a film with her. They have 2 kids. And they probably have nowhere to go but up unless they, Brad and Angelina it. He's not the derpy guy, Jim, from The Office anymore. And he's really she started out great because she started out Devil Wears Prada and all that. She had that kind of...
Her sister.
Yeah. She had the look, the stardom already, but he had a lot of ways to go. And now look at him. So he's totally the underdog that is now no longer. So I love this couple, and I can't wait to see what they do next. So.
I have a few. Like I said, Ariana and Pete for those reasons that I said before. But I really love Kourtney Kardashian taking a stand against her boyfriend, who was that young guy. I can't even pronounce his name. Eunice.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I love that he commented and said all these things, and she just snapped back and is like, I don't think so. I'm not taking any of this.
Good.
Chloe and Tristan, let's see what goes on. Honestly, my predictions, too, for next year is that Kim and Kanye do have their splits that I've been waiting for. It'll happen.
Agreed.
There's a lot of insurance thing that needed to happen, and then they could do it. But so that's next year. But for this year, also, I really love Cardi B and Offset. And I wouldn't usually say something like that, but I think that it's important to show your love, and seeing randomly she'll just be like, I'm just so thankful for you. I love you. And even after everything she's been through with the strippers and the throwing of the chairs and the lawsuits, no matter what, she loves him, and I think it's cute. And he buys her cute stuff. I just think that there's a lot of love there, and I love that.
That's all you really need is the cute stuff.
Yeah, you need to show it.
Agreed.
As far as TV or film here, I struggle with this because, I watch a lot of TV, and what I'm really thankful for, I don't know, I mentioned it on the show. I love that show on Netflix, House of Flowers. I'm thankful for that.
Yes.
I haven't seen that. I'll watch it.
You should give it a try. It's good.
Again,
Okay.
I'm going back and watching shows that bring me back to another time that made me happy. I'm going back and watching Ugly Betty again. I think that's one of the best shows.
Oh my God. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to Laguna Beach, and I think I'm agreeing with you that I'm going back to a time because what is going on
And what
now?
year was it? It was
2006,
2007.
6, all of that. I need it. Those are the years I need back.
Yeah, I know that was my show for all of high school, and I enjoy it, and I still do, and I think it was way before its time,
Agreed.
and
XOXO
it's still really good.
Gossip Girl.
But I will give a dishonorable mention to the ABC app because it's still an hour to watch that show because they've got 16 commercials in between the show, so I can't find it anywhere else. So I have to watch all these ads. So it's a commitment to go back and rewatch it. And it's the same ad for Corolla, but I'm watching. Christian, what are you thankful for?
So the shows that I'm most thankful for this year are actually Big Brother because the most recent season of Big Brother sent me into a dark hole of Big Brother. I've watched like 5 seasons in the last like 2 months. So
wow.
really just into it. And my dream is now to be on the show. And Housewives of New York City. Hello.
Yeah, that is something to be thankful for.
We had a housewife get arrested. We had some housewives literally almost die on camera.
Yeah, that was a very good season.
Like
I am thankful.
In the current like political climate that we live in, we needed that. We needed that show. So thank you.
A Nutcracker storyline. Like, what more do you want?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it was
a literal
amazing.
story about a
so
Nutcracker.
thank you, cast. Thank you, Andy.
Yes.
Thank you, Bravo. Beautiful. Yes.
I'm thankful to drill down even deeper. Yes, and that scene with the cell phone with Ramona screaming,
"You don't support other women."
That I'm thankful for, like for the year. But yes, no. So I may even have to amend my list slightly to accommodate Ramona Singer.
Yes,
Danielle, thankful for in film or TV.
I'm going to bring in a film. Okay, Mission Impossible.
Oh,
It's gonna yes.
How interesting.
Yep. Here's why: Mission Impossible Fallout. I will admit I haven't seen a lot of films this year. And I'm sad to say that this is the one I'm bringing up. But here's my reason. What is this, the 6th installment, I think? They could have just kept phoning it in, right? But instead, they actually brought it up a notch. The stunts were amazing. And again, I do have, like him or hate him, I have to hand it to Tom Cruise at, almost 60 years old, is doing all his own stunts.
Wow, yeah.
He learned to fly a helicopter in 3 months.
Wow.
I think he broke a rib jumping from a plane to a helicopter. He cleared 13 feet across 2 buildings. I mean, this guy is really amping it up. Despite all of his negative publicity over the years, he's really trying to just... And on the inside, I hear nothing but good things about people who've worked with him. That aside, the film really does go there. It's got some great talent in it. And it's from beginning to end, it's nonstop fun. And they have great locations. Clearly the budget went to all the stunts and all that, and it was well worth it. So with these, you see these Fast and the Furious movies and all these other action films that just keep going and going and going. You're like, when are they going to stop? This one actually delivered much better than I think even the last 3. So wow. I have to, and that's why,
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess my point is I'm thankful for a sequel that was done well.
Yes.
Okay.
A
Love
film
that.
sequel in a huge series that was done well. That's what I'm
Not
thankful
an easy
for.
thing.
Nice.
I might regret this later, but to be honest, I have not seen anything that I was happy with this year. I mean, I was so excited for Jurassic Park. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. I didn't like it.
That's
And
on my list.
But no TV series even that you're thankful for?
I saw a lot that I just didn't like.
Wow.
And I don't know if
You're
I'm not
tough-
a negative person.
Yeah, you're a tough viewer.
I might be, but maybe I'm making bad choices with what I'm watching because I'm just not happy. I love American Horror Story, and I was very excited for what they had going on this season. Huge season, and mid-season it was the best, and then it just declined massively.
Ouch.
Where I'm like, really?
They usually do.
You made me get to that point, and then so that's just my
get
point
it.
is I wasn't very pleased with a lot that I've seen. It's a lot of negativity out there. Right now I'm happy for Christmas movies, all the new just stupid Christmas movies that are out there that I'm like, okay, thank you for falling in love and being happy.
As far as album, artist, or song, for me, I don't know. I listen to a lot of again, I go back, I listen to old stuff, but as far as somebody new, have you ever heard of this duo, Sophie Tucker? Are you familiar with them?
No.
They do that song, Best Friends. They're colorful, very colorful house music. Some of it is in English, some of it is in Brazilian Portuguese, which is very unique. And I think they have a very fun message and good chill vibe too. If you just want to relax. So that's I'm thankful for them. Sure.
I mean, I can't not say how happy I am for Ariana after all that she's been through in the last year and a half, 2 years, to come out with Sweetener, which is just bop after bop after bop. I can't wait for the Sweetener tour. So happy for her. But I also have to say, Casey Musgraves, her album Golden Hour, she's one of my probably my favorite artists right now. And she just took home a country music award for Album of the Year last week, which she's been in country music for 10 years without zero recognition, and they finally gave it to her.
I love when that happens.
If you haven't listened to her, Golden Hour is a phenomenal album. I highly recommend it.
Love that.
Okay, so this is probably less about the music and more about the music video that came out, but Childish Gambino, This Is America.
Yes.
I immediately knew what you were talking about once you said video.
Yep. I'm not a huge fan of the song, not because of the content, but because of just the way it was produced. But and there are elements of it I love. But when it came out with the video, how smart was that? I mean, it was so impactful and so well done.
Very well
done.
done.
Well choreographed. I think that together as a combination was pretty genius.
I love what Cardi B is doing. I think that people aren't putting characters into what they do or any kind of fun, and she's just like, screw everything. I'm going to do everything that everyone says no to and just make 11 million overnight because of Fashion Nova, because I put that in my music and, whatever. I'm just going to do it. And I love it. And she'll just go online and be crazy, where even me, and I don't even have a centimeter of the following she has, where I'm like, I don't know if I should post that to 20K people. I'm like, I don't know. Well, she has millions, and she's like, let me tell you. So I love that she puts all that in her music. And also, like you said, Ariana Grande, I'm very thankful for all of that. I love what's going on, and I think that you should put passion and love into music again.
Nice.
Love
yeah,
that.
I like that. All right, now, what are we not thankful for? This is,
I'm ready.
This is where we get good.
I'm ready.
All right, let's talk about it. Celebrity or celebrity couple. For me, it's two, a very unlikely pairing. Judge Jeanine Pirro for being loud and backwards and for guilty by association with all of that, but I don't like her behavior in anything I see her do. And then Kanye West. I couldn't be any less thankful for someone like him, his comments, and the people that keep giving him a platform to be able to say these ignorant comments, and even someone like SNL for giving him all of that. Like, that to me is just a dishonorable mention. But Kanye West, I am not thankful for him. That is someone that needs to go away. In fact, a year ago on Grant's Rants holiday episode, we voted that he won the award for who needs to hang it up in 2017. And he still very much needs to hang it up. Goodbye.
He did the opposite of that.
And he probably will
Unfortunately.
continue to.
Yeah.
He's also on my list, Grant, just to jump in on that.
Yeah. I'm not, there's nothing to be
Both for
thankful
music
for.
artist and for celebrity.
She's like, just putting it out there.
Yeah, and there's nothing to be thankful for with him. Go ahead, Christian. Who are you
I'm
not
going the
thankful
celeb couple route, Nick and Priyanka, only because I want Nick Jonas to be my husband forever and ever. So any woman who nabs him up, I'm automatically not okay with. And same goes for Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin, who actually is officially Hailey Bieber on Instagram now. And I've lost sleep over it this weekend. So that's where
This
I'm
wasn't a
at.
smart idea. I'm sorry.
Not at
change
all.
Don't change it. You have a good last name. Don't change it.
Baldwin. Yeah, it's like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, Bieber.
Bieber.
Next level.
She'll make money in the divorce.
Yeah.
For
So much
sure,
money.
'cause there's
Good
no
for her.
prenup. Can we talk about that?
Now, we talk about the next cover of all the magazines, like Bieber broke. Like, I'm just so excited for those headlines, and I miss them. I miss those days.
Give it
because
time. It took Johnny Depp all this time. He's probably going to go faster.
Yes.
For sure.
Wow.
Everyone has a prenup. Thank you for those years coming back. Very
Yeah, I
thankful
know.
for
Thank you for
that.
making a really poor decision.
Thankful for, or not thankful for.
Not thankful
I'm
for.
not thankful for what happened to Roseanne and what she did.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but so many people lost jobs, and come on, I love her so much. I can't believe that this all went down like this. It was so high to so low.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for her. And then, are we on just not thankful as a whole, or? Are
Well,
we-
yeah, I'll go into thankful for,
All right.
not thankful for in television and film. That'll be my next one. And so for me, that's going to be Fox News, of course. And kind of these late night political shows, I'm really tired of them. I'm tired of it. And you watch one and then it all comes up. I'm always talking about those YouTube recommendations, but it's true. I mean, even something like A Closer Look and Stephen Colbert and all that. I'm very much tired of hearing about Donald Trump, and I'm tired of them pulling apart every single thing that he does. And I am not a fan of his, and I think go for it. But I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to hear a different kind of comedy desperately. So that's what I'm not thankful for in TV and film. It's just too, even Netflix with this, they keep trying to get into this political late night world and just like, I want to take anything else. Let me laugh at anything else right now.
It's lazy.
It is.
And that's why I was
I'm
upset
just
at
tired of it.
the whole Busy Phillips thing. You know, this time slot that you have is so important. And for a woman to be in late night, that's iconic. So why are you taking this? I mean, like Chelsea Handler, Joan Rivers. That's basically who's done it. And Samantha Bee, who I'm not a fan of. So I don't understand why we can't just have these powerful platforms and use them to their advantage.
Yeah.
So I'm not thankful for Samantha Bee. I'm not thankful for what's her name, Busy Phillips, the late night. Not thankful for American Horror Story and how lazy and pushed it all was. Love Ryan Murphy. And to circle back to great couples, Brad Falchuk and Gwyneth Paltrow got married, and Brad does American Horror Story. They met on Glee, which I think is the cutest story ever. But maybe it affected the writing. So that to me is
That's
just,
her effect on great artists. Didn't you notice that with Chris Martin?
Ooh.
Oh!
Caught that tea.
Ooh! That was good.
Sorry, not
that's good.
sorry.
I like that you are so opinionated, Jen. You're in the right place. I like it. I like it. You're not thankful for anything on television.
No. I don't care who you are. I don't like it.
I like it. I like that you don't like it.
Love the honesty.
All right, we're going to go the other way. Danielle.
Well, I have to agree with you on Roseanne. I was super bummed about that. I was a fan of hers in the 90s too, and then she kind of had a lot of bad reputation from all this embarrassing stuff she did, but then she brought it back and she actually turned it around, and then the tweet happened. So that was kind of a huge bummer for me this year, just to see that kind of come back to her in a negative way, and like you said, people lost jobs.
What a downfall. What a very
That's what I'm saying. She
quick
had a downfall before, but this
kinda wanna
one is
blame
far,
herself,
far worse.
though.
I would say probably the biggest downfall from Grace, like, ever.
That
Ever.
said,
Ever.
she's on the popularity scene. Obviously, fans are mad, but she's still getting offers. Of
Yep.
course,
Oh, yeah.
So she's still getting.
Look, hey, Mel Gibson had an agent in Australia or New Zealand, and he was sitting in the front row of the Oscars this year. So, you know, it's crazy.
You know what?
you find
yeah,
someone good enough to turn
Yeah.
it around for you.
Yeah.
good for them, because if not, then you're done. So you got to figure it out.
You got to survive. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
No, Roseanne
I
will
can't
actually-
accept her or Mel, though. I just can't accept them. Look, I wouldn't support their work, to be honest with you, at all. So that's just me. Yeah.
Understandable, for sure.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. All right, Christian, what's up?
So this is like total left turn, but the TV show that I am not thankful for is because my roommate is always watching it because for some godforsaken reason she is fascinated by it. But My 600-Pound Life is probably like the worst thing I've ever watched in my entire life. And I don't understand why we want to highlight these horrible situations that people are in. And I'll never understand the phenomenon behind it. I don't know, but that's where I'm
My
at.
answer to that is there's a show out there called Dr. Pimple Popper. People like to watch
Yeah.
horrific things.
I don't get it.
Dr. Pimple Popper got the show because of the Instagram following. So not only
of
that,
course.
I mean, you got it from that.
Yeah.
Come on.
The world we live in. Well, after all of this back and forth, this leads us to our last topic, who we are not thankful for in music. And I know that after the course of this conversation, there's one common thread. Ariana Grande, and for me, I am not thankful for her. I am just not thankful for her. Yeah.
Wow.
Her type of music is just not my style at all.
I'm loving this album, so it's very different.
I'm very
Yeah.
bored.
I need a moment to recover from that statement.
I love
I'm
Thank You
very
Next, Love God as a
bored.
Woman, the harmonies.
Love everything.
Nothing? You're just over it?
I don't know if I've said this several times. I don't claim to have the best taste in music. Like, I just don't. Like, even like Adele, like, not my thing. Yes, she's talented. Not my thing at all. Michael Bublé, same situation. But like with Ariana, like, I'm not entertained. So I am not
Okay.
thankful. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you next.
right. Yeah.
No, thank you next.
Me? All right. So anyone who knows me knows exactly what I'm going to say, but I am not and never will be, as long as I'm alive, thankful for Taylor Swift. I can't. She is like the one person in all areas of the industry that no matter what will never, ever, ever be able to win me over.
No respect for
made me
Taylor
No
Swift.
respect for Taylor Swift. I'm just somebody, like, if you're going to be she started in country music. Country music is very near and dear to my heart, and it takes talent to be in country music, specifically vocal talent. I do not feel that she has a lot to offer in that arena. And so from the beginning, I've always been a little bit salty that she was just as famous as she was when she's, I'm sorry, not a good singer.
There's so much on the internet that's so fun to watch of just how they call her the Satan Queen. Yeah. So they're about.
Well, I know what I'm doing tonight is researching all of this.
This is why I'm telling you. Wow. She's going through her dark phase.
I guess so.
It happens to all of them. Miley did it, and then that demon jumped out of Miley, went into Katy Perry, and now she's clearly gone into Taylor Swift. It's just how it works.
Who's that demon going to?
Yeah, right.
Who I'm not thankful for now. This Nicki Minaj thing with Cardi B, I think that the only reason why I'll keep this short is because I think that two powerful women should totally support each other.
Agreed.
And even as just cliche as that is, they have so much impact, especially in this culture and what's going on. They're just two of the biggest stars. And it's like, can we just calm down and keep it not crazy and Real Housewives of Atlanta or something? Can we just like keep this civil?
Yeah,
and it's the drama. Okay, I get it.
I want to say something. Go
ahead.
It all goes back to me to Nicki Minaj and her complete and utter disrespect for Lil' Kim and not crediting her for anything. And she drew that line in the stands really early. And Nicki Minaj is threatened by these other people in the business.
Thank you for saying that.
She shouldn't
can't take
be.
it. Yeah.
She shouldn't be because she's got her own discography and her own money and all that. But as far as that goes, she'll never give credit where it's due. So people will not respect her for in her position in the game. She didn't drop out of the sky and create anything new.
No, absolutely.
Sure.
Thank you for that.
I agree.
I just feel that if you have such an impact on culture right now and so many people that you would just a little bit, know how to handle your or your stuff. Know how to handle your stuff.
You'd think that, but this goes back, and I did list the two of them as my thing I'm thankful for in terms of scandal, for entertainment only, but I do agree with you. The only problem is good press or bad is press all the same.
Sure.
It's what goes back to your point about all the late night political talk show hosts and now they keep putting light on Trump. It's press all the same.
Sure.
Like you said, they need to hang it up. That brings me to my point about Kanye.
Okay.
Again, I'm
Bring
bringing
it
it back
home,
to him.
Danielle.
No, thank you. Just take a nap, Kanye. The guy talks, and he's just so far removed from normalcy that he's so cerebral he can't even bring a point and close the point.
No.
Like he starts talking, and you're just going, what?
It's rambling.
It's like beyond rambling.
He
it's
talks
like,
to talk is what it is.
Like,
to hear himself.
Yeah.
It's like this disconnected thought process, and at the end of it, you just go, I don't know if he just sold me a tuba or if he just talked about world peace or slavery or whatever. I don't know. And so I think it's funny you mentioned that your prediction is that they're going to divorce because
happening.
I'm going, what's happening? All these Kardashians are in these affairs, cheating scandals, whatever. Why is it that Kanye and Kim are the one that's doing well right now, or quote well? So
to bring it all together, it's funny. We're talking a lot on the show about publicity. We've got Oprah's favorite things on Amazon.
Yep.
The publicity that Lisa Vanderpump has finally put out there, and like all the mess around that. Ariana Grande and Pete and Kanye and all these people just working the system, and it's time.
It's the name of the game.
It's time for some of these people to go away in the new year. What?
I love that.
Well, this wraps it up. Thank you guys. We covered a lot of ground here, a lot of very important things, from ugly sneakers all the way
all the important topics.
all the way to looking
Hard-hitting
back
news
2007,
over here.
my 600-pound life, and beyond.
And overall, we're thankful for 2007.
Yes, I think so. Well, guys, where can we find you all, and what's going on?
You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Christian Gray Snow, my entire name. And
Nice.
follow me. You'll
Check
see
it out.
lots of housewives memes.
Samesies here. You can find me on Instagram at Ubi Jones. That's UBIJONES. Not my name at all. But hope to hear from you. Thanks for having me on the show, Grant. This was awesome.
Oh, glad you came. Glad you're here.
You guys, I'm Jennifer Leone. You can find me on Twitter at Jennifer LeonTV and on Instagram if you want to go there. I'm JLeon.TV. It's a little different, and I will be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills panel on AfterBuzz TV. If you're a fan and want to go there.
Nice. Maybe I'll pop over there too. Who the hell knows?
You should.
So yeah, even for a little bit. But who knows? This was the right panel to put together. There's clearly just been a lot going on, and I really wanted to make this a thing. So thank you all for coming. This is the right crowd, and I appreciate it. I love you guys for listening. Please continue to tell your friends about these rants, because there's some stuff that's happening in the new year, and it's only going to get better. So I'm thankful to you for listening, and there'll be more rants to come.
This has been Grant's Rants. Support the Rants on Patreon at patreon.com/Grant's Rants. Follow Grant on Twitter and Instagram at It's Grant's Rants. Cover art created by Howie Rone. Voiceover by Oh Yeah! Original theme music by Alexander Arntzen. The Grant Michael Collection.